Welcome to God's Own TV.
Almighty God will grant your request.
The Mountain of Fire and Miracles Ministries International (MFM) has spoken on the allegation of sending two of its former members, Femi Jimoh and Oloruntele, to prison unjustly for 9 years. Mr. Jimoh, an MFM ex-pastor, alleged during a Yoruba Gidi TV interview in May that the church founder, Pastor Daniel Olukoya, imprisoned him for almost a decade without trial on charges of armed robbery. Mr. Jimoh alleged that the church fabricated charges of murder, conspiracy, armed robbery, and felony against him after he met Pastor Olukoya's chief security officer, Michael Gbadamosi, at a herbalist residence. Mr. Jimoh said he was surprised to see Mr. Gbadamosi at the healing home of a native doctor and didn't know the purpose of his visit. He further alleged that after his family begged Pastor Olukoya for his release, he was told he must first plead guilty to the charges. Furthermore, he also alleged that MFM's members are unforgiving and mean. He claimed that a DPO whose name was not disclosed shot him in the leg while he was being tortured. Additionally, Mr. Oloruntele, a former usher at the church, during his own interview on Yoruba Gidi TV, alleged that Pastor Olukoya ordered the police to shoot him for refusing to testify against a pastor he identified as Femi Abuola. Mr. Oloruntele claimed that he was prosecuted in 2008 without any substantial evidence supporting the allegation of murder and stealing against him. Reacting to these allegations via statement sent to Premium Times, MFM's chief legal advisor, Davidson Adejuwon, said the allegations were false, mischievous, misleading, and cruel. Mr. Adejuwon said that the first statement made by Mr. Jimoh and Mr. Oloruntele have created misconceptions among members of the public. The lawyer further clarified that the claim that the church and its general overseer jailed Mr. Oloruntele and Mr. Jimoh for 9 years despite pleas was false. Mr. Adejuwon disclosed that the court's judgment on the criminal trial stated that the two suspects should be granted bail but failed to meet the bail conditions. The statement reads, "Clearly, all that was expected of Mr. Jimoh, his mother and relatives, as well as Caleb and his relatives, was to get credible sureties to meet the bail condition, which does not include payment of any sum as being misunderstood by the majority of people who are not lawyers. Is it not curious to push a narrative that Dr. Olukoya, the general overseer, locked them up when all members of the family refused to get the two individuals 9 years to stand as the sureties for them to be released? MFM is a responsible church that seriously takes all its members' welfare, safety, and security. As such, a case of planned armed attack on credible intelligence against the church, which could have led to the death of any member, cannot be treated and handled internally by the church. We must report such issues to the law enforcement agency, saddled with investigating and dealing with them. And that was exactly what we did as a responsible church." According to the lawyer, what transpired at the police station and during the trial was beyond the church's control. He noted that as a criminal matter, it was a case between the state and the defendant. Mr. Adejuwon stated that while Mr. Jimoh was working with the ministry, he committed several offenses at every branch where he was posted. He said Mr. Jimoh was redeployed back to headquarters for internal discipline, hoping he would change, but he never did. He added that Mr. Jimoh's false allegations had generated mixed reactions among Nigerians and tarnished the church image. According to him, the former pastor, along with Mr. Oloruntele, planned to rob the church and steal first fruit offering. He said the MFM Church and its general overseer, Dr. Daniel Olukoya, did not jail Mr. Femi Jimoh, Caleb Oloruntele, or any other person for 9 years or any period. What purpose will it serve? Or what does the church stand to gain by framing up two of its ministers? It is absurd to imagine that a church as big as MFM will go so low to frame up two of its pastors just because of a claim which is false. that a chief security officer of the church was seen in a herbalist house. MFM Church and its general overseer, Dr. Olukoya, remains committed to the welfare as well as spiritual and physical well-being and development of its members and humanity at large. Also corroborating the church's story, 3 men whom Jimoh allegedly approached to join him in the robbery attack narrated how they discreetly recorded their conversations with him and how they were able to save the church from the deadly attack. Mr. Jimoh noted that the 3 men, Akim Momodu, aka Omojomolo, Adebayo Fatai, aka Aboki, and Tajuddin Oseni, also known as Oji, whom Mr. Jimoh believed were his accomplices, said they were merely playing along to expose his evil plan. Mr. Jimoh said Mr. Gbadamosi, whom the ex-pastor claimed he met at a native doctor's place, said he has never been to Ogbomoso town, let alone visited an herbalist there.